Today we play Toucannon. How I missed this majestic bird. When the first few Eevee Grove cards were revealed, before the set even came out, I had a deck in mind for Flareon EX. My idea was simply combining Flareon EX and Farfetch'd for a full-on super fast aggro deck. Then the set came out, and everyone was jumping onto Flareon EX decks, so I kinda had to postpone that idea and focus on other cards instead. Well, the time has finally come. I gave the Flareon EX Farfetch'd deck a try, and actually really liked it. It's simple, fast, cheesy, and actually wins a decent amount. The problem was, that deck wasn't all that interesting. At the end of the day, it was just a super fast aggro deck, kinda resembling the new Torkoal Flareon deck as well, but even faster. Also, Farfetch'd can't really deal with Oricorio properly, as it gets one-shotted by it. So I revamped that deck and evolved the colorless birds to Toucannon, and the result is beautiful. In today's deck, Toucannon starts the party and Flareon burns it down. While this deck isn't perfect and may still be improved, you may be surprised to see how well this list can handle some of the top meta decks out there. By combining Sylveon EX for fast draw, Toucannon for fast attacks, and Flareon's raw power to finish the game, this deck was able to give me the final push I needed to finally reach Master Ball. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing for more fun of meta decks. I also take deck requests. Is there any card you want to see played in ranked? Let me know in the comments and I'll build a deck around it. With that said, check this deck out in action and enjoy the games. Okay, against Garchomp, not ideal not having an Eevee, and there it is. So, looking a lot better, but I kinda don't want to play the second Picky Pack because linear attack deals exactly 50. Makes it extremely difficult to deal with Garchomp. Because I go first, I can evolve first. But that would imply drawing both the Toucannon and the Rare Candy with this Sylveon. Well, I top decked one of them. Okay, Rare Candy, please. Not quite. So in this case, because I'm kind of anticipating losing, I'm kind of anticipating losing this Picky Pack right here. I'm gonna play the second Picky Pack and attack for 20 just because Toucannon can attack for 1 anyway. Might as well deal a little bit of chip. Alternatively, I could have started powering up Flareon. But Flareon powers up fast. I'm not too super concerned about that. So they do get the Garchomp. They get a free KO here. It's kind of annoying that with only one card in hand, they already set up this board. You know, they kind of used all cards that they needed. That's fine, expectable to lose one of the Picky Packs at least. There's the Rare Candy. So I need to go with the Research. Now try to get the Flareon. Unfortunately, no Flareon there. But if I top deck, oh god, bottom 4 is 2 Flareons and 1 Sylveon. And I guess the second Toucannon? No, second Rare Candy. What I was wondering is, do I play the second Eevee? I think so. Yeah, so they can deal 100. I don't think I need to... Yeah, I don't need to play the Giant Cape unless I was worried about Mars. But I unfortunately need to do this. I do have 1 energy discarded, so if Flareon comes in, it's almost ready to go, but not quite. And now with the Rampardos, that's pretty rough. Okay, they're using linear attack again. I don't love their chances now because I use red. Right? I'm even gonna put the giant cape because if they use Cyrus, they can't use Guzma or red as well. And now I just use red. I take these out. They are forced to bring in the Rampardos, and then Flareon finishes it. Okay. With 3 cards left, 1 rare candy, 1 Sylveon, and 1 Flareon. I don't know. So, I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter. I don't really care about the rest of the cards. I guess this should be... Oh. So... I'm gonna power up the second one and just attack for 70. Can't really do much else. This should be checkmate unless they have Cyrus, which they don't. It's a Pokeball. So I can just retreat, use Combust, and there you go. GG. Okay, going second against probably Solgaleo. I have the Sylveon. I'm just gonna go with the Collect TV. This should be alright. I draw 1. Yeah, well, against Morlul, maybe I would have wanted the Toucannon, but that's fine. It's kind of irrelevant because I can't attack with Toucannon on my first turn anyway. So I draw 1 card on the first turn, hopefully get the Toucannon, and then start attacking with it. Research is pretty good. But I still am missing 2 cards, the Rare Candy and the Toucannon. Not ideal. Let's use the Pokeballs first, so that Sylveon has better chance of getting us the rest. I'm gonna evolve the one in the front. Okay. In this case, I'm just gonna put the energy on the Flareon and the giant cape on the Sylveon to survive a hit from Solgaleo. Hopefully they won't have Guzma. Both rare candies in the bottom 6, which is a shame. I would have already gotten 1 point, and then taking care of 1 single Solgaleo would be much easier. So there it is. I can attack Solgaleo next turn already. For pretty much 170. So yeah, actually, if they're not careful, they don't have a cape, it goes down. And then it should be GG against Morluls. There it is. And rare candy. 1 turn too late, but that's fine. Double energy here. And with the red for 170 damage. And I would be surprised if they don't concede here. They bring in more lull. But yeah, whatever they bring out can't survive another hit from Flareon. Guaranteedly. Okay, so they get 2 points there. They did have the Guzma. And that's game. GG. With the Toucannon already in hand, I kind of want to try to get a Sylveon or a rare candy here. But if I don't, I will be kind of sad. Have another research for next turn to try to get it. But yeah, if I had top decked the rare candy with red, I can one-shot this Eevee. You know, just top deck a rare candy or a Sylveon. Oh, Giant Cape in the back when it could have saved the Eevee in the front. Let's see. I'd love it so much to top deck a Sylveon or a rare candy. Okay, there's a Sylveon. Now just draw me the rare candy. It would be so delicious. Ah, there it is. Ah, this feels so good. Man, this would kind of hurt being in their spot right now. Do I play the Flareon? Yeah, I guess so. Goodbye, Eevee. 90 damage. 2 points. My deck is kind of similar to theirs, actually. You know, in a way, Toucannon kind of replaces the Leafeon. They both attack for 70. Toucannon is a bit more of a roundabout way to do it because you need the rare candy, you need a different basic. But I kind of like it. It's not an EX, so you can kind of go back to back with Toucannons. Potentially, I mean, it's harder than it might seem to just be able to play two Toucannons in the same match. Okay, I'm just powering up the Flareon, attacking this here. If they do have the red, I'm the one who loses. Maybe. So they do have an energy discarded, but they can't retreat this Sylveon yet. But I can't attack with Flareon yet either, unless I had the X speed, which is like I very much considered adding an X speed in here somehow, because this situation happens quite a bit where I can kind of end the game with Flareon, but I'm not able to retreat and power it up properly. So yeah, I'm just gonna put one energy here. Right, yeah, that should be fine. Just gonna attack for 70 here. They need to heal back the no, they don't. No, actually they do. They use Combust. They need the EV back now. And then, yeah, I attack them for 130. Because of the Giant Cape, red is not enough, and they can't use red and Guzma in the same turn. So I think this should be checkmate. Pikipek is nice there as well as the anti-Sabrina. Let's just put the energy manually. Giant Cape for good measure. And attack for 130 here. Yeah, they can't even use Combust here without healing again. And Honorable Sudoku. GG. No one expects the Toucannon. Hey, against Solgaleo. We go second. Do I research first or Pokeball first? Well, with Sylveon, I'm actually gonna go research first. Try to get more basics. We did not get any basics, but there's a Pikipek, I guess. So we could attack for 70 next turn. So Solgaleo, Sylveon. Pretty scary. But all we need is another EV and a Flareon to put up a fight here. So they're evolving one. My Toucannon survives a hit from Solgaleo. They're taking quite a while to decide which one to evolve. Yeah, okay, the one in the back. Do you sacrifice the one in the front though? Or do you take 70? Okay, sacrificing it is. Second Pikipek is actually quite good to play around Sabrina, because Sylveon gets one-shotted there. Second DV is quite good too. I don't necessarily need second Pikipek actually now. I could prioritize a third EV so that I would play this Sylveon to get the Flareons. But this will have to do. Just gonna go ahead with this. I mean, in a worst case scenario, I could maybe go with Toucannon. When the first one goes down, I play the third EV and then start building the Flareon. But maybe that's a bit too late, and it does require some luck in getting the Toucannon. Okay. Well, I am gonna go for it then. Try to get last EV and Flareon here. I'm gonna go with this. I don't necessarily need to play red just yet. Would I put the giant cape on anything? Not really. Maybe on one of the sylveons. I guess so, just to play around Mars. Because once this Toucannon goes down, I might be, they might use Sabrina against me with the Toucannon in front, and then I would have to choose a Sylveon to go get knocked out. So this giant cape will kind of play around that. But yeah, right now, 5 cards. I still need that third EV and one of the 2 Flareons. Right, I still have another Pokeball and another Research as well, so that's pretty much my whole deck. It's all about the Flareons. But if they have Sabrina and Guzma, like, I'm in a bad spot here. And I really dislike this hand. What do I even do here? Red? Maybe? No, I don't think so just yet. They will be running out of lilies. But yeah, right now their entire hope is on this Solgaleo. I don't think I was too greedy to play the second Sylveon necessarily. Yeah, so that's the issue. That's what I was afraid of. Because now if they have Sabrina, I lose straight up because my third EV isn't set up. Okay, actually, maybe I should have played red. Yeah, I don't feel good about this. I sense a Sabrina incoming. Yeah, I would win next turn, but this EV just came too late. But yeah, without Sabrina, I think this is game. They could send Magearna, right? I guess they can. And then if they have red, I still lose. But if they send in the Sylveon, they are the ones who lose. So I think the logical play is retreat, attack with Magearna, and put the energy on Solgaleo. But yeah, now I am gonna play the Mars and hope they don't draw Sabrina or red. But yeah, they are still gonna have 2 cards out of these 4, so it's kind of a 50-50 on whether they draw a win condition or not. So Flareon finally arrives. Have to go with Mars here. Not ideal. He'll lose to Sabrina or red here. Because yeah, without the third EV, like having to put this energy on the Sylveon made me so I had to combust this turn. And yeah, now I lose. Ah, that was bittersweet. Wait. What? They put the energy on Sylveon. What? That's so silly. What the hell? I was just about to lose. And they mistake the energy. Or did they just give me the win on purpose? This is how I get to Master Ball with a match like this. What the hell, dude? There it is. I'm kind of speechless by their misplay. Was it on purpose? I'm kind of baffled. I mean, I've had situations like that where I have the winning play and then I just put the energy on something else, forgetting that I didn't have enough energy to attack. Yeah, it feels awful losing like that. I'm not sure if that was the case, but I guess so. Okay, against fire, either the Leafeon Flareon or something like Sylveon Charizard. I'm gonna go ahead with Research. Picky Pack. I am gonna play all of them. I don't necessarily need to, but I am gonna. Yeah, this should be all right. But yeah, unfortunately, no evolutions whatsoever. I'm gonna draw one and put the Giant Cape in the front because of Leafeon. At this point, well, they didn't play Research. They didn't play mainly Research. I think there's a fair chance that they have stuff that they can play. So yeah, I guess I have to Mars just to try to delay them a tiny bit. It's not ideal necessarily. I think it might be a mistake, but let's go ahead with it anyway. And draw one card of our own. Try to get that Sylveon or Toucannon. Okay, I suppose they will have an evolution here. So yeah, they do have the Leafeon, which is not super ideal. You can go up against it with Toucannon. Okay, and they one-shot his Eevee. That's fine. Not fine, but I guess, you know, that's good for them. So I have to go ahead with Toucannon here, because I literally don't really have anything else I can really do. And I can attack for 70, so even if they have a Giant Cape or another Eevee back to heal, I will have the red. So they have a Sylveon, which is kind of worse. Yeah, their deck only has 2 more EVs, right? So one of those EVs is going to be a Flareon. The other might either be another Leafeon or a non-EX Leafeon, or maybe even another Sylveon. Okay, I'm going to evolve this right away. Put the energy there, and luckily we have the red here ready to go. One shot this Toucannon, this Leafeon. I mean, maybe I should have combusted actually. I don't really need to just yet. Right, I could have combusted just so I can attack potentially with Flareon next turn, but it's not enough to one shot it, especially now that I've already used the red. So I'll just attack for another 70. And yeah, I still have 2 Sylveons, so I don't really want to to use this Flareon. That's a concede. GG. So this deck actually felt like secretly a powerhouse. This is probably worse than the Leafeon Flareon deck. Sure, because it doesn't have as much synergy. In essence, Toucannon and Leafeon kind of fill the same role of attacking for 70 and both have 140 HP. The main difference is that Toucannon is not an EX, and sometimes that makes quite a bit of difference, whether they get an early kill on one of your EVs, and so you can follow it up with Toucannon safely, and then Flareon later, or maybe you might potentially even be able to bring out two Toucannons first in the match, and then end it off with a Flareon. People are kind of not expecting this. This is secretly quite strong. I'm not gonna say it's super meta, but it does hold its ground quite well. It got me into Master Ball with a win streak of like 7 wins, pretty much. And yeah, I really like this deck. In a way, I kind of really wanted to put an X-Speed in here somehow, because there are many situations where I kind of want to retreat Toucannon into Flareon, but I'm just 1 energy short, and the X-Speed still allows you to retreat Toucannon by paying 1 energy cost, which is very important to discard that 1 energy for Flareon to combust in the same turn. Without X-Speed, you just kind of need 1 energy too much to make that work. So yeah, if you like Toucannon, this is a solid list. Really recommend it. It's more of a fun deck. You know, my experience is not representative of yours, so just because I had a lot of success with it doesn't mean that you'll have it as well. But try it out. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you on the next one.